Hi and welcome back. For the second part of our series, I've reset the network, so I brought it back to the beginning, so there's no HDA at the moment. And what we're going to do is extract the height field map using a compositing operator or a COP network. In order to get that, you're going to go into your SOP network, press tab and type COP2 network, and you can see it show up here. So compositing operators, they work with images. It's very similar to using Substance Designer or Nuke or any type of program that allows you to deal with 2D images. What we're going to do is we're going to extract the information from our height field that it's going to come out of this terrain out null, and we'll grab it inside the COP network. So double click in it, and if you press tab, you'll see that the tools that are available to you at the moment are different than what we had before, and they deal mainly, as I said, with 2D images. So the first one that we're going to use is going to be the SOP import. So press tab, SOP import. So this will bring out information from our surface operators. So if you look at the parameters, if you click at the top here where it says SOP, you're going to click on the little arrow, and you're going to select the terrain out null that we've created. It's going to put it in here. Now, in order for this to work, what we have to do is make sure that we remap the range to 0 to 1 parameters. So click on this little checkbox, and you will see the image that is reflecting the terrain map that we've created. Now, by itself, it's not very precise because it's stretched out and it doesn't have the right properties. So go to the tabs on top and click on image. And what we want to do, first of all, is override the size and use something that we can extract it properly. Typically, images like that want to be square. So if you look at the drop down options, you have down here at the bottom, you have the ability to set it up to 1K, 2K, 4K images. So for this example, I'm going to use the 2K. So now it's squared it up. Now, another thing that you want to do is extract only the color information, because we're going to be using this inside the Unreal Engine. You don't need the alpha channel. So where you see here it says image planes, click down, and all we need really is just the color information. So the RGB, we don't need the alpha. So click on that. In order to save the image, if you go back to the SOP import, at the very top there's a drop down, and if you scroll down, you're going to see the save option, and you can save it as an image, and you can see here the all the information that you need. Now, in terms of the format, if you click on this button, you can select specific format. So for now, I'm just going to save it as a PNG and just give it a name. So in this case, I call it HF demo. You can give it your own name. And in terms of the resolution, you have all these various options in here. The size is the one that we set previously. So I'm just going to click on save. And here is the image that we ended up saving. As you can see, it's a grayscale image that you can then use for height field. Now, if you want to use the actual information that you get from the visualized node in the height field as color data as well as a texture, there's a way to do that and export it directly out of Houdini. So clicking back on the height field visualize, you'll notice that it's basically a ramp that you can change in order to update the colors. So what you can do is select the height ramp, right click on it, and copy parameter. If you go to the COP2net what we're going to do is we're going to use a lookup node. And this lookup node, the source, we can change it from the default, which is the LUT file. We can change it into a color ramp parameter. So this by default will give us a grayscale. If I right click on here and I paste relative reference, which is basically the ramp from the visualize node, it shows it up. So all I have to do is connect my import output to the input of the lookup node, and you'll see that it's actually applied it to the map that we extracted. And now all you need to do is simply save that as we did before. So if you go again to the lookup, the very top left, go to save image, and let's call this HF color. And again, making sure that we're saving the color info. For alpha, we're still going to use the color info. Click on save. You can now see that map in full color using the ramp that we've used before. And now with this information, you can assign it to as a texture in Unreal or any other game engine that you would choose to. Thank you.